All right, well, hello and welcome to Divine Rebel. My name is Racy and I'll be doing the reading for you today. Capricorn, if you are watching, this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and those following cusps, as well as Venus and Mars if you're following your divine feminine and masculine aspects within yourself. The other videos that I uploaded, I shuffled the cards on camera, and this one, they're already out because my camera crashed halfway through the recording. So I'm re-recording Capricorn. So forgive me, the original video was chopped and I have no idea where the reading cut off at. So I'm starting over with the reading. But the cards are all here. So bear with me, Capricorn. Your video may not be as long as the others. That's just because, the shuffling's been cut out. If anybody wants more information and insight than this, you could check out my description. How to find me is there. I am hosting new zodiac groups on Facebook that come with weekly readings of energies and cosmic energy reads on what's going on in the cosmos, and those subscriptions are on sale right now before the new year. It's like an early bird thing. So you can check them out and reach out to me on Facebook at Divine Rebel Readings if you want more information about that, because obviously the new year is coming, and once January 1st hits, the prices are going to change. They're going to go to regular price for the year. The early bird will be done. Okay, so moving forward, January. Okay, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Cusp, Venus, or Mars. All right, whatever it is you're watching for. Capricorn watchers, in January is all about balance. All right, with the Temperance card. This is about balance within. And this is what's going to drive you for the most of the year, okay? This drive to balance within yourself. This is particularly important if you're a Capricorn cusp Sagittarius, okay? Because right now you're letting go of other people's drama and really focusing on yourself. With this Three of Cups in reverse and the Hermit card clarifying it, the Temperance, in order for you to find balance, you're kind of letting go of other people's drama, right? Seeking the answers within and going within. All right. In February, we have the Six of Swords, and it's clarified by the Magician and the Queen of Swords. And so, Capricorn watchers, for February 2019, you really are moving away from that which is no longer serving you, right? Getting out of choppier waters and moving into bigger, calmer seas. You're working on manifesting something new for yourself. Definitely being direct in your communications with other people about what it is you're manifesting. Even if it causes a little bit of a storm, right? Because I'm just being drawn to the clouds. Even if it causes a little more of a storm and people don't necessarily like, the fact that you're speaking your truth so directly, I get this feeling like you just don't care because you're manifesting and you have goals and you don't want anything in the way. And so you're just moving away from it, right? February, you are moving away from it. January, you are making that choice, that decision to do solo. Whatever it is you need to do for yourself, and you're making that clear with everybody come February. In March, however, Capricorn is a earth sign. They like to plan. They like to almost have they like to have it written out, in their mind what they're doing. And with March, with the Tower card clarified by Three of Wands in reverse, I feel like whatever ship you were waiting for to come in, whatever you were hopeful, as a return, whatever you were hoping for, that doesn't work out the way you planned. Okay, with this Tower moment, towers represent needing to break everything down to the foundation so that you can rebuild from a solid foundation. Okay, so whatever idea you have needs revamping. Whatever goal you want to achieve, everything you thought you knew might be wrong, right? It's just kind of like a complete reset on perspective, a complete reset at the foundational level. Okay. Come March, new thinking, new way of perceiving is going to be necessary. Okay, because if you continue the way that you were going, come April, especially, as a divine masculine energy, there's masculine and feminine attributes throughout the reading. Energy is fluid. We all have both aspects. It could be other people. You just take it as it resonates, right? It's a general message. But I feel like you might be missing an opportunity, right? To be really emotionally fulfilled, like truly missing an opportunity for fulfillment, because you're very set on winning your way, achieving the results your way, the way you think is best. And it doesn't matter if other people are hurt or walk away from you. Like, I feel like you're actually going to lose people because you're dead set on doing it a certain way. You know, you're not letting the universe bless you with this opportunity. You're focused on what you want to be focused on. So just be really aware of that in March and April, that you're not being stubborn, right? The sea goat is Capricorn, that you're not being stubborn with these kind of wishy-washy perspectives that aren't serving you, you know, this egoic aspect of the mind that wants to be right, because this is what this card is all about. You know, the Five of Wands is a battle, you know, fighting for a cause, but the Five of Swords battle is a fighting to be right, hell or high water. You know, this is a battle where someone loses out on something else. And in this case, you know, not only might you be losing people, but you're definitely losing out on an opportunity, a divine opportunity. All right, so be very aware of that, Capricorn, because these are projections. You know, if you shift, so does the reading. So, you know, this is insight into what's coming, and it's within your power always to change it. All right, come May, because, you know, you've been fighting this fight, even though you probably should have let it go, or chose to go about it a different way, that you continued ahead. Come May, you end up with the heartbreak card, and, you know, the dreams kind of being shattered, right? This vision of everything you wanted to manifest is kind of being flipped upside down, and you realize, right? You realize that however you thought it was meant to work is not working. The universe drummed it home. It was like a 3-month lesson, right? That the way you're doing things is not benefiting you. It's actually very emotionally taxing. It's draining. It's breaking your fucking heart to put in all this work for nothing, right? And I kind of get this feeling of, like, you know, assuming other people are going to be there to help you, right? Depending on the love of other people to achieve this dream, and realizing you can't really depend on anybody. You know, this is the betrayal card, you know, in matters of the heart. So maybe somebody that you are really leaning on for support through this creation of this, they leave, right? This person is not the happy vision dream with you like you thought. They don't have the same vision you had. All right, so now come June, you get this kind of second wind, right? You have the wish granted card, right? And the Nine of Cups goes into the Ten of Cups, which is the dreams come true card. So we have a wish granted, and we have the Two of Wands clarifying it. So Capricorn's not being discouraged. If nobody else is going to help them do it, then they're going to do it on their own. So you see this person's even wearing kind of like similar hats, and he's holding the world in his hand. You know, he's still stuck where he is, but he's really looking at the future and looking at the horizon. Like, I don't want to have to worry about a thing. Like, I want to live life like the world is in my hand. I'm going to do what I got to do no matter what, even if I have to do it by myself, right? So there's this brainstorming because the dream is still here, right? Someone is still very hopeful for the dream. It's still there, and they're just wondering on how they can maybe start planning to get that. And with that awareness, right, with that energy, purging comes out, because, you know, if everything wasn't working out the way that you thought it would, and you're ready to do it yourself, then, you know, you're kind of asking for healing. And so we get 2 8s, right, which is the number of karmic healing, the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Swords for July. And this is about walking away from something that triggers you, right? This moon, the shadow aspect, it's walking away from the triggers, you know, not necessarily even what's triggering you per se, but the trigger itself, you know, not allowing yourself to go back to an old way of being that emotionally was not complete, an emotional place that left you still wanting for more, you know. And it stems from this prison of the mind, right? This Eight of Swords is clarifying it. You know, you need to walk away from this prison of the mind that you've put yourself in, logically trying to solve solutions and blinding your divine feminine attribute within, your intuition. Not being in touch with your intuition, not allowing things to flow the way they need to flow, right? Feeling like you need to see in order to move, right? You need to see the outcome in order to move. This is kind of accepting that maybe you are going to be going ahead blind. Maybe you don't know how it's going to resolve. Maybe you don't know the way it's going to come about, but walking forward anyway, right? This is the energy, walking forward anyway, you know, not allowing yourself to be trapped in this mental state. And, you know, this being in the upright, it continues into August. You know, we have this Ace of Swords in reverse, with the Emperor in reverse. And I feel with this energy, you know, this Ace of Swords, this is new. This is that new clarity. This is that new perspective that's still trying to come in, because the divine masculine energy within the self, the Emperor in reverse, needs to let his wall down, needs to stop being almost tyrannical in his rule. You know, this is very controlling energy when it's in reverse, trying to control everything, you know, and this perspective, this new beginning, this clarity coming in can't come in. It can't go upright. You know, the divine can't let you see, unless you allow yourself to see. You know, you have to be willing to see something and understand something that you didn't previously understand. Being open-minded, you know, communicating with the divine and getting out of this energy as if like you have to come up with a solution. There's a logical solution. There's a real solution. There's a tangible solution. Well, maybe there's not. Maybe the solution is flowing. You know, maybe the solution is listening to your intuition. Right. And that's the realization that you come to come September, you know, because we have the Strength card, which is the quieting of the ego, and the Four of Wands, which is, you know, the Twin Flame card. Is a divine union within card. It's a manifesting happiness and stability card. And so, you know, come September, you get out of this funk, right? You get out of this funk just long enough to really see this energy take off. And I feel like with the 4 and the 8, you know, this is the perspective shift that you really did need, right? You really did need it. So you get this big burst of, you know, authentic path, confidence, willpower, drive in September. Okay. The problem is you don't hold on to it very long. Okay. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, cusp of Venus and Mars. Come October, you end up feeling stabbed in the back and betrayed again. And so because this is a pattern, you really do have to ask yourself, Capricorns, going into this new year, if things are betraying you, you really do need to take a look, you know, because life is a mirror, at how you're betraying yourself, right? How you are not being true to yourself, that you are betraying yourself, right? This is not about other people. This is about you. So come October, you're feeling like you've been stabbed in the back. And it's because, you know, this Page of Pentacles energy, this is someone who's really immature, that isn't about the dream, right? That isn't about the dream. It's almost like Capricorn's insistent on getting help from other people instead of focusing on how they could do it themselves. You know, this is this energy with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. I'm picking up on this energy that almost like you're shooting down ideas too. You know, I'm getting this, like, you're not taking action on anything. You might have all these ideas, or people telling you ideas. They might be giving you direction, and you're just not taking any of it. And it's self-sabotage. You don't know what to believe, right? You don't know what to believe. You know what you want to manifest, but you don't know which route to take. And it's like, there's so many different ideas coming in, but no actions being taken on any of them. And so you get the stab in the back. You know, it could even be self-sabotage in October. And I feel like there's this really strong feeling of wanting to give up, right? Wanting to give up in October. And so we move into November with this Knight of Cups, right, in reverse. So emotionally, I feel like this person doesn't have anything to give anybody else. You know, they're getting over, you know, because the Five of Cups is the clarifier, they're getting over the fact that things didn't work out for them. They couldn't depend on other people, maybe multiple people, you know, with what they were trying to manifest, you know, their idea of happiness. This Knight of Cups, they have nothing left to give anybody. You know, if somebody wants them to reach out, or somebody wants them to do something, or people want, you know, want their time and energy, or want their love and affection, they just have nothing to give. They have nothing to offer. You know, this person's a little bit sour. I'm just getting that kind of energy too. Like they're a little bit sour. It's like not only is the milk spilled, but now the person, you know, is dealing with it, they're sour. And I feel like they're not, like, even in the reverse, I feel like they're not being very optimistic about it, you know, not looking at the bright side. I feel like this person is very much in a pessimistic energy, almost feeling like, you know, they're at war with the world, okay? So this is the energy, Capricorn, that has increasingly gotten worse, right, from this tower moment. So, you know, in hindsight, and I'm going to get into December, but in hindsight, the big problem came in March, you know, at that tower moment and having expectations. And so I'm really going to insist that moving forward, now that you have this insight on what the development's going to look like throughout the year, you can avoid a lot of this bullshit by correcting this perspective right now, right? You don't have to experience any of this. You can look at this insight from the universe and say, you know what? When it comes to that moment in time, I'm going to be open and let the universe show me how it wants things done. And I'm not going to have any expectations. I'm just going to be open. I'm not going to try and win. I'm not going to try and be right. I'm not going to try and do things with people or whatever. I'm just going to do as I'm guided. Because, you know, come December, we have the Judgment card in reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Wands. And we have the Six of Cups in reverse. You know, this Judgment card, Judgment is the awakening card in the deck. This is when we wake up to our true essence and we reap the rewards that we have sown, or we get karmically dished out what we put, you know, we're getting karmically dished out what we put out. So if you've put out all this negative energy, all this struggle, right, this back and forth, you're not going to get a solid, stable result. Right? The Judgment in reverse. You are not going to manifest this dream you had at the beginning of the year with the Magician, right? You had a dream at the beginning of the year. You were crystal clear at the beginning of the year. And by the end of the year, you know, this Judgment card is saying, hey, you're not reaping what you've sown, right? The way you wanted to, the way you had planned to, the way you envisioned for yourself. You know, you haven't created anything that's worth mentioning. You know, got a lot of back and forth and a lot of drama and a lot of distraction. You know, self-sabotage. You know, egos that need to be healed. A lot of divine masculine aspects of self. Okay, there's a lot of divine masculine energy on the board, and so you know the divine masculine energy within you, Capricorn Watcher, really does need to heal and come into balance in order for you to turn this Judgment card upside down and really elevate yourself to the next level, you know, become awakened. You know, this Queen of Pentacles energy, she's looking down at this pentacle like, all of the work I've done and I've only got one coin. It's just the expression on her face. It's like, this is what I got. I'm nurturing, I'm caring, I'm considerate. I prefer stability. I plan. I feel grounded in the way I reason. And this is all I got to show for it. I'm a motherfucking queen and this is all I got to show for it. You know, that's her kind of energy. She's looking at this coin like all that work was burdensome, right? With the Ten of Wands. All that work, right? For that one little coin, all that work. And it has to do with past life healing, right? We have this Six of Cups in reverse. This is something that you have been healing within yourself, right? Especially if you're a Capricorn female. healing this divine masculine aspect within yourself. You know, or if you're a divine feminine cross-watching for a Capricorn, and you're just like, you know, all of that for what? You know, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You know, if this person isn't healing, even if it's a past life connection, you're going to let it go. You know, with the Six of Cups in reverse, it's not worth reuniting. It's not worth reopening because it's too much of a burden. You know, so if there's a divine feminine energy watching you and you're a masculine Capricorn, you know, with your divine feminine counterpart, this divine feminine counterpart might most definitely be like, it's not worth it. It's not worth all the effort that would have to go into it. I don't care how much history we have, you know. And so this healing, this perspective shift is very, very, very much needed. And you don't have to go through all of it. You know, you can simply nip it in the bud come March. You know, all of this doesn't have to entail. So if anybody, like I said, wants more information on these, wants more insight into these, you know, and wants the updates, you know, on a weekly basis for each sign, definitely find my information in the description. Okay, I love all of you, and then thank you for, you know, taking the time to like the videos and share them out and subscribe to the channel, because I really do appreciate everything. With that said, have a wonderful new year. I wish you nothing but the best. I hope that all of this works out just well for you, and that this reading's insight kind of gave you the kind of spark to maybe start doing some healing work now, so that you can kind of avoid all of that and just get down to really what you want to manifest. Okay, letting those wishes come into dream state and be a reality. All right, until next time, Capricorn, love each other, and most importantly, love yourselves. Bye.